Hello and welcome to your Back to Work Safety Briefing August 2020. 5 SHE Basics. Everybody on site must have an adequate induction before they start works. Everybody on site must be trained and competent in the task they are undertaking. You must not operate any item of plant unless you have the training and are competent to do so. For every task there is a risk assessment. These can be found under the Care Info Pack on the tablet. You then have a point of work risk assessment, and this is the one that you complete before you start your daily task. This is your last chance to reassess. You then have method statements for every medium and high risk task, and these can also be found on the Care Info Pack. Utility Damages Stats 2020. Our total for the year to date is 9 damages. We have had 4 NIE damages, 3 of which were avoidable. Locate using safe digging practices. Keep a careful watch for evidence of pipes or cable during digging, and repeat checks with your cat. If unidentified services are found, stop work until further checks can be made to confirm it is safe to proceed. Hand dig trial holes to confirm the position of underground apparatus. This is important in the case of plastic pipes which cannot be detected by normal locating equipment. Hand dig near buried services. Use spades and shovel rather than picks and forks, which are more likely to pierce cables. Just because plans show the position of a service, do not take that this is the case. Use them as a guide, but do not trust them until you have found the service. The plans are simply a quote. If you cannot find the service shown on a plan using your detection equipment, dig a trial hole to help locate it. Do not use a machine to excavate within 0.5 of a known utility. And treat all services as live unless it is known otherwise. What looks like a rusty pipe may contain a live cable. Do not break or cut into any service until its identity is certain and it is known that it has been made safe. Make use of the Jenny. The Jenny is used to actively apply a locate signal to pipes or cables. Use of the Jenny is strongly recommended as some power or radio signals may not be present or even detectable on all pipes and cables. A Jenny is the most reliable way to detect a pipe or cable, and you can use it via the plug-in connection, direct connection, signal clamping, or induction mode. SGN and Care inspection findings for the month of July. We have found some certain issues with Lohler and Pure on site, PPE, sign lighting and garden, steelway plates and footway boards, and storage of materials. Signing and garden excavations minimum standard. Ensure that you have the correct signs for your works. Set out works as per Chapter 8 compliance. Maintain pedestrian access where possible. Ensure all works being carried out behind barriers. Ensure barrier system is secure. Pedestrian ramps and steel plates are secure. Spoil is left guarded on site and free from obstruction. Ensure the site is maintained throughout the works. Sandbags in place on all sites. During weather warnings, sites must be sandbagged and braced, and you prioritise backup operations. And when leaving the site, make sure that it is left safe, and that includes cable tied and photographs. PPE must be worn at all times, and this includes hard hat, flame retardant clothing, high-vis, safety boots, goggles, dielectric boots and gloves for moling, ear defenders and an FFP3 mask for road sawing that you have been face fit tested for. Near miss. If we observe unsafe working or unsafe behaviours, we should challenge them. If the hazard or near miss has the potential to harm you, your colleagues or members of the public, we encourage you to report it as soon as possible so that we can help reduce the risk and eliminate the source of unsafe acts. What is an unsafe act? An unsafe act is any personal characteristic or condition that may cause or influence an employee to act unsafely. And some of the types of unsafe acts could be not identifying all job hazards on the risk assessment, saving time by taking a shortcut, using defective tools or equipment, not following a procedure, or not wearing the appropriate PPE. It is also very important that we learn from all the good working practices taking place, so please share and report them also, and it could make the difference and ensure that we all go home safe and well. And these are some photographs of things that we do not want to see out on site. COVID-19 update, working safely guidelines. Please remember, coronavirus has not gone away. Please continue to follow the protocols that have been put in place for the safety of you and others. Key things to remember are the symptoms of a new continuous cough, high temperature, or a loss of taste and smell. If any of these symptoms develop, stay at home and contact your line manager. Ensure we routinely stick to the guidance of good hand hygiene, keeping social distance where possible, and donning on PPE when needed. And remember, if you need any further supplies in relation to COVID-19, let me know or let your line manager know. COVID-19 update plug-in connector. As part of the cable avoidance survey with your Cat and Jenny, you want to use the plug-in connector at the residence adjacent to the works. When the occupant answers the door, you identify yourself and explain what you are doing. Ensure you maintain a 2-metre distance at all times, and ask the occupant if there is anyone in the house self-isolating or feeling unwell. If the answer is yes, you advise the occupant that you cannot enter the premises, thank them for their time and leave, and you seek an alternative closely situated property and ask if you can use the plug-in connector there. Ensure you follow steps 1 to 3 before entering the property, and if you cannot use the plug-in connector, ensure that the cable avoidance survey is conducted using direct connection or induction mode. If the occupant answers no and the house is safe to enter, you clean your hands thoroughly with alcohol-based sanitizer. Ensure that you keep a minimum distance of 2 metres between you and the occupants at all times. Don on a protective mask and 1 pair of disposable gloves before entering the property. Proceed to connect the plug-in connector at the most convenient electrical socket. Once complete, remove your gloves and dispose of them in the bin provided. Now remove your mask. Store safely for reuse unless obviously contaminated. Clean hands thoroughly with wipes and then alcohol-based sanitizer. Replenish PPE where necessary, and repeat as necessary for disconnecting the plug-in connector. If you have any questions about this, you ask me or you ask your line manager. And please answer the following questions. Thank you for your time.